The Chicago Bears fall to 3-6 on the season after a 35-32 loss to the Miami Dolphins. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Welcome in to Bears Now by Chat Sports. Game just ended, and I got to say I am livid because the Bears got absolutely screwed on a non-pass interference call late in this one. Dolphins prevail 35-32. Tua Tagovailoa throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Bears could not slow down Tyreek Hill. He had 143 yards and a score. Justin Fields with a historic performance, only 123 passing, but had 4 total touchdowns, set the single-game record for rushing yards with 178 rushing yards. No quarterback has ever done that in the history of this sport. But it wasn't enough, as the officials decided to take away what could have been a dramatic ending and what would have been great for the league. They decide to not throw a flag when Chase Claypool got tackled on a clear pass interference call. We'll try to keep this as positive and as in perspective as possible. Grade the Bears today. I mean, obviously the defense is going to have issues the rest of the way. We know that, but I thought they actually got some key stops down the stretch. A, B, C, D, or F. Overall, I'll give it a B performance. The Dolphins are a good team. You had a chance to win it late, and I quite frankly think if you get that call, you probably do win it, at least take a lead. But that was obviously taken away. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade the Bears' performance on Sunday if you can. You look at the Bears' offense as a whole, 368 total yards, 116 passing, 4th straight game of over 225 rushing yards, but it wasn't Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery. It was all Justin Fields, who ran for 178. 10 of 16 on third down. Just gave up 2 sacks in this one. Let's talk more about the quarterback, because that's really the story today. It's going to be the story the rest of the season. You've got a Maserati at quarterback. I know it's only 123 passing, but 178 rushing, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. Justin Fields is a superstar in the making, period. I mean, he is such a special runner. He's got a cannon for an arm. They started to work Claypool in. You hope that chemistry builds, and there's still some work in the passing game overall. And by the way, after the missed non-PI call, Fields breaks the pocket, throws a dart on the run, and St. Brown flat out drops it. Unbelievable. That's a play you would expect Chase Claypool to make as he gets up to speed moving forward. But your quarterback accounted for, quick math here, 301 total yards. We had 368 as a team. He carried this team. And that's what special quarterbacks can do. They can put a team on their back and say, no worries, I can get it done. And I fully expected him to get it done had that flag been thrown, had Equinemius St. Brown caught the ball, but neither happened. You dropped the pass, and the refs didn't give you a call. And, hey, you can't blame the refs for everything. I get all that, but that was a brutal miss, especially a softer PI on Jalen Waddle was called. That could have been OPI. They called it on Eddie Jackson. And Tua spikes a screen. They don't call it grounding. Total joke, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, you've got a quarterback. And if you believe in the quarterback that you have, type JF. If you believe in Justin Fields, type JF in the chat, because Justin Fields is here. He has arrived. He is legit, and he's only going to get better from here on out. You've got one of the most electric quarterbacks in the league from an athletic standpoint. That's just a fact. Second in the league in rushing before today among quarterbacks. I don't know where 178 puts him. Maybe it's close to Lamar Jackson. Maybe he passed him. I'm not sure, but he's balling, man. He is absolutely balling, and you've got a legit-ass quarterback right now. Now, while he was special today, running game really wasn't beyond him. David Montgomery, only 36 yards on 14 carries, a long of 8. I thought the Dolphins made it a point to stop these running backs. The inside run game was not there for Chicago. Montgomery couldn't get much going. Khalil Herbert, look his stats up real quick, 7 for 23. Neither were effective running the football in this game. It was all Justin Fields. He had to do it by himself, and he damn near did. And like I said, I think he would have, but that opportunity was taken away by the Zebras in this one. But I still like this running game. Just didn't really have it going with their backs today. So it is what it is. I think the Dolphins said, you know what, we're going to take away these running backs. And they did that. And Justin Fields said, okay, you take them away, I'm going to make it happen. And he absolutely did. Today's post-game show is sponsored by Established Titles. If you don't know what Established Titles is, it allows you to become a lord or a lady today. It's a fun and novel way to preserve the woodlands of Scotland. That is really what they are trying to do. It's an overseas company here. So let's go ahead and tell you a little bit more about these guys, as this project is based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, lords, and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land in this area that you're watching on your screen right now on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. My certificate is coming in the mail as we speak. They plant a tree with every single order, which I'm a big fan of, eco-friendly there. They work with global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts. And you can officially add the title of Lord or Lady, depending if you're male or female, on your credit card, on your plane tickets, your dating profile. I mean, imagine being on Hinge or Bumble and you're swiping, you see Lady Melissa Johnson or whatever. You're like, oh, that's intriguing. You're probably going to swipe right. Yeah, so put Lord on your title as well. You'll be good to go. It's a great holiday gift. You can get 10% off with promo code CHAT at establishedtitles.com/chat. I'm calling him Lord Justin Fields the rest of the season because he's playing like a Lord today. First 200 people that use our promo code CHAT at establishedtitles.com/chat get their plot of land next to my plot of land, and we're starting our own Bears Now Kingdom. Get going today, establishedtitles.com/chat, promo code CHAT. All right, Chase Claypool in his debut. Couple of catches early, drew a big PI early for about a 30-yard penalty. Should have drawn a big one late where he gets wrapped up well before the ball gets there, and it goes incomplete. Only 2 catches on 6 targets. Obviously, that's going to take a little bit of time. Did drop a wide receiver screen, but I loved after that drop, they went right back to him, and he picked up a first down, so that was nice to see. Obviously, that's going to take some time. We'll see how that develops. How about Cole Kmet? He's coming on, man. 5 catches, 41 yards, couple of touchdowns for the third-year tight end. He's playing a lot better. 3 scores in the last couple of weeks. Darnell Mooney, not a lot of big plays, but did have a nice touchdown catch of about, 16, 17 yards, 7 catches, 43 yards at a score. Your young guys that you're banking on, Mooney, Kmet, they're starting to play, man. They're starting to make plays. It was a slow start to the year for them too, for Justin, obviously, but it's all starting to come together, which is very good to see because the rest of the season, I think the main focus is evaluating this quarterback and the pieces around him. Obviously, got to talk about the defense. I thought they battled in the second half, but it was ugly early. 380 yards allowed, 302 passing. Dolphins aren't a very good running team, and the Bears held up there, only 78 rushing yards. 5 of 10 on third down. Couldn't get to Tua, though. Had a couple chances to sack him, couldn't bring him down. I thought Tua played pretty well, missed a couple throws, but made the Bears pay for just not having the personnel right now. Obviously, this team is going to miss Roquan Smith. We knew that when they made that move, but again, you got 2 stops late. You gave your offense a chance. First time, the offense stalled out, and the second time, we've broken it down. Garbage missed PI call, dropped by St. Brown. If either of those plays are made, at minimum, you're probably getting a field goal. So, the defense wasn't great, but they gave you a chance in the fourth quarter, which is all you can ask for with guys like Jack Sanborn getting the start, with Roquan being out of the picture. Kendall Vildor got hurt in this game, by the way, early on. Jalen Jones stepped in and played corner, so we'll keep an eye on Vildor's status. It was an ankle injury, so that is something to monitor. But Tua, he was very efficient. I think he started 9 of 9, 10 of 10, something like that. 21 of 30, 302, 3 touchdowns. He was good, man. They attacked the middle of the field a lot with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and they were able to get it done. And Tua was certainly a big part of that with his 300 yards passing in this one. You look at the receiving yards as a whole for Miami. It was really the Waddle and the Tyreek show. I could just read some stats. Tyreek Hill, 7 for 133 and a score. Waddle, 5 for 85 and a score as well. I mean, we knew those 2 guys would be tough, and they were certainly tough today. Dolphins 35, Bears 32 is now Chicago falls to 3-6. Even in a bad NFC, I mean, uphill battle. This is a game you could have won. The Commanders game, of course, was there to win, but, maybe these are the type of games you want. Hit the subscribe button, daily videos here on the channel, because if you lose close and your offense is humming, maybe that's for the best long term, but in the heat of the moment, man, you want to win that game, right? You were there to win it. You want to see if Justin Fields and the offense can go make plays to win the game. wasn't meant to be. It just was not meant to be for the Bears today. And I hate to harp on it, but I mean, just a god awful missed call late. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not. I don't like being an anti-ref guy, but come on, man. You called a ticky-tack fucking call on Eddie Jackson. You don't call one against the Dolphins secondary when they wrap up Chase Claypool. Give me some fucking consistency. That is all I'm asking for. Dolphins win 35-32. There's really no other thoughts. Your quarterback is turning into a star. Your defense is going to struggle the rest of the way. Hopefully Claypool gets more up to speed. He gets more involved. Mooney and Kmet keep making plays. I think this running game will get back to running the football a little bit better moving forward. Riley Reif played fine at right tackle, I thought. It is interesting that the Bears did not run well between the tackles today. You probably feel like Mustipher had a back-to-earth performance. He had a critical hold, by the way, which I thought was also ticky-tack, but can't have that happen. Cody Whitehair started at left guard. Not really sure what to make of that in the moment. I'd have to go back and look. Schofield was back to the bench. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of it, man. I'm just frustrated that we didn't get to see a late-game opportunity for Fields. That's it. I mean, obviously he had a possession. They had a chance, and St. Brown dropped one. But the non-call is it's a frustrating one. It's a very, very frustrating one. How about the Lions? They knocked off the Packers today. I mean, this division's over. Vikings 7-1, Packers and Bears 3-6, Lions 2-7. Packers stink, Lions stink. This division's bad. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, this division over in Week 9, I'd say so, barring an injury to Kirk Cousins. But even then, it still might be over. So we'll see where it goes from here. Bears play the Lions next week. That's a winnable game, but yeah, certainly a frustrating one, but an exciting one at the same time, as Justin Fields was terrific. Who do you blame for the loss? I don't want to blame the officials, but I kind of do. I mean, you can blame the defense. I might blame the officials. I mean, it's blatant. You missed it. It's going to be a 35, 40-yard penalty. You're in field goal range. At minimum, you're probably going to overtime. So let me know who you blame for the loss down in the comments.